Hi there, this is Tully, and here is the colour stage of drawing the goat demon design. So I've got like the Crayola Supertip pens here, so I can just start, just to sketch a bit of the colouring. I don't have to be too precise because I can whack some of this, into the shadows. What I want to achieve here. Again, don't be afraid to, just colour in a sketchy way like this, because once you overlay the colours, it'll look far more effective. And plus, if you do backup copies of a line drawing anyway, you can always start another one if you make a mistake. Now we can get the red in now, then we can start applying other, colours over the top. Again, be careful not to, go too far, because we want to add the oranges in there and blend a bit more colours together. As you can see, I'm just like adding in, sort of like red it looks lighter than the purple, so when it comes to adding like the orange and a bit of the yellow around the outside, it'll look like sort of like a good blended shade effect. And I mentioned this There'll be some kind of like blood or something that the pentagram behind the demon, you know, is made out of, so I'll be doing that mainly, the full red colour. Just finish off a bit of shading in there, you know, a bit of red colour. Notice I'm working quite sketchy and quick. I mean, you'll have more time to, you know, take your time, whereas I'm on the video, and this is going to be quite a long video as I'm colouring in real time. So you'll have the time to, you know, just relax and draw however you want, really. You get the idea with that pentagram. I'll finish that off. We want some of these flames. Again, we'll just go to the centre of the flames and try and match the swirly shape of them, you know, when you colour in, you know, sort of like that. It looks more effective when you overlay the orange and the yellow. Finish off a few small details which I forgot about there. Just need to do a bit more shape of the body there, just sort of suggest that it's like it's coming out of the pentagram, you know, because a lot of the time the colour adds to the drawing and it really, you know, gives it like shape and form and that, you know, all that type of thing. Now what I'm going to just do is finish off this pentagram, fill it in with solid colour, but I'll do that off camera, and then we'll come back and start overlaying these oranges and the yellow over all the flames and the character. So I'll do that and I'll pop straight back. And so now we've done that pentagram. We've filled it in with solid red. Now I've got an orange, which I'm going to start to overlay some orange tone, just to help separate. Again, leave as much gap as you want, you know, just to add a yellow. and sometimes it's nice just to leave slight white areas. You can see the orange, it's starting to offset the whole drawing, and then when it comes to adding the yellow there, it'll really look like a hell demon or a hell goat demon, sorry. So we just start layering in this colour again in a sketchy, you know, way, like we've done with the other, you know, colours. But you see what I mean here. I'll show you on this flame bit. If we sort of like match the way I did that red and try and go with a bit of the flow of the flames, you can just create some pretty good effects. It sort of like emulates how flame might look, you know, with felt tips. Just have a little experiment with it, see what you can do. Just layering in all this orange now, just to really help set the whole thing off. I know for a fact this video is going to be a massive file size to upload, but I think it's worth it. At least I hope so. A lot of people seem to think that drawing in real time is a bit boring, but I think that's the best way to see a drawing get drawn, really. You know, I've said it before, I'm not really a fan of the time lapse. You know, I think I've tried it and I just didn't really like it, because it sort of like speeds up the work involved, and you know, it's sort of like, this is how I draw, and it's all gone in a blink of an eye almost, you know, sort of thing. But I prefer to do these real-time videos. They're a bit long, but you can see the full thing, you know, being drawn. Occasionally I'll do things off camera, you know, like I did with the pentagram there, because it was just filling in solid colour, you know. But you can see that I'm trying to create some sketchy effects with the colour. I'm not just colouring in, you know, portions of it and, you know, with solid colour. I like to leave areas of white just for a bit of effect, really. And even when I add the yellow, I'll probably still leave you know, some layers of white, just little marks here and there, because it looks quite effective. Still got a bit of flame to colour here and there, so just try and get on with it. Maybe try and draw some inner flames here, just to add to it. Nothing special, just, you know, extra bits. Let's see, there we have the orange all done, I suppose. Yeah. Then we get the yellow. And this is where usually, you know, things start to really take shape once I add the yellow. Because you can start to blend some of this orange together and really add some real good highlights, you know, to the whole thing. Noticed I've left the horns to last. I might do them, I don't know, I might layer in some highlights, you know, to match the fire around the outside, and do some shading on the top maybe, you know, just try and work it out as we go along. Notice, as I say, I've left a few, you know, like white areas. I ain't really gone and coloured in the full area. Because that's what graphic designers would do, you know, when they're coming up with ideas, or illustrators, you know, they'd maybe do a lot more on, like, in Photoshop or something, and really expand on the drawing if they wanted to, or, you know, whereas I'm just being quite sketchy with it, and, you know, things like that. Sometimes I prefer working with markers, sometimes, because the colour seems more brighter, and, you know, it looks more effective as a design, you know, and a concept really, just to, you know, look back on. It's quite fun creating the colours in this sketchy way as well. decided to just get this, maybe this brown, and maybe just add a bit of shading just in the middle. It doesn't have to be too precise because it's just a drawing. And that's it, that'll do for now. And there we have a goat demon, all coloured. Just zoom in certain areas. So you can see the flame effect. It looks quite sketchy when you look real close, but then when you look at the design as a whole, it looks quite effective. But I've just noticed, I should have coloured in these areas. Naughty me. Just a little bit of colour there. Just to help add to the whole thing. There. You can see. And these are Crayola Supertips. Fairly cheap art markers. Considering other brands, you know, out there. Yeah, pretty pleased with that. If I wanted to, I could add a few bits of orange, you know, in them white areas, or maybe a bit more yellow. But yeah, the whole design as a whole, it looks quite effective as it is for now. So there you go, a goat demon.